I was saying, Maggie Lee's background, not that impressive compared to Brooke Havok. She was only trained by Seth Rollins and Merrick Brave at the Black and Brave Academy. No big deal, Sam Laterna.
Yeah, no less being the most recent female signee to TNA Wrestling.
Absolutely. So. Let's send it over to Rich Palladino. And oh, wait a minute here.
Introducing first, now entering the ring from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Maggie Lee.
They said recently signing to Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. Got a chip on her shoulder.
She does. I wonder what she wanted with that fan over there.
And her opponent to my right, from San Jose, California, she is the Evil Queen, Brooke Havok.
You talked about it earlier. It's like what she was having to say to that fan. Maggie Lee has a lot to say. So much. She joined me on commentary, unprompted. She told Johnny Torres to take a hike. Who am I to tell her not to? And she just sat down and did commentary with me a couple months ago because she had a lot to say about the competitors in the ring.
Yeah, well, I'd be curious to know what she's got to say about Brooke Havok after this matchup. I'm not sure if these ladies have tussled before in singles action.
I do believe this is a first-time contest. The title for Evil Queen may not be up for grabs, much to the chagrin of one Maggie Lee. Eric Greenleaf, your official for this contest. Once again, hooking it up in the center of the ring. Collar elbow tie-up. Maggie Lee, the height advantage, perhaps the strength advantage. Speed advantage yet to be decided, and a little insult to injury.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to do is get Brooke Havok angry. She's like the silent storm. If you keep poking and poking and poking, you're going to anger the beast.
Absolutely. Maggie Lee, though, looking to try to weather that storm. Brooke Havok, the wherewithal to try to get out of that hole. Ducks that clothesline, coming back to the fly. Drop down, do-si-do.
Okay.
Drops down, roll through, Lucha Libre style. Oh! Yeah.
Giving her a taste of her own medicine.
You know what's good for the goose can be good for the gander. I'll tell you what. Tit for tat so far. We are even. Maggie Lee does not like it. Ducks that clothesline. Rolls through, that is.
Uh-oh, Maggie has to be careful not to lose her cool in there. That can be to her detriment. Now Brooke on the offensive. Big uppercut, Troy. She's small but mighty.
Absolutely. That snap mare, but rolling through. The second row.
Beautiful.
Brooke Havok. Shotgun-style dropkick, and Yarmouth's letting her hear it.
Oh, yeah, she's feeling the love from our Yarmouth crowd. First time in Maine, so the perfect introduction to Maine wrestling here at Limitless.
Shoots off the rope, does Maggie Lee go. Drops down once again from Brooke Havok.
Wow.
Trying to keep up with Maggie Lee, an athlete. To say the least, puts a big boot to the gut.
Outsmarting Brooke and letting her know it.
Right into the small of the back, the top, the nape of the neck of Brooke Havok. Maggie Lee now.
Would you say that Maggie is the kind of competitor that likes to, shall we say, play with her food before she eats it?
I was going to say, I've seen her grotesque a little bit too much at times. When she made her debut last year, again, an arrogance that I've never seen on a newcomer, even in her first match here at Limitless Wrestling.
Well, let's keep it real. We might not agree with the way Maggie Lee goes about things, but the pedigree, the short time that she's been training for, and the amount of success that she's incurred over a 2 or 3 year period is pretty unprecedented. I'd be cocky too.
Absolutely. But again, it's the proof's in the pudding. Mixed bag, wins and losses. She needs the win tonight to back up. Wait a minute. Trying to help the audience here count to 10 in Yarmouth, Maine. They might need a little bit of help, teach their own.
And something to keep in mind throughout the whole night. I mean, around this time of year, I start as a broadcaster thinking about VLC. So I'd imagine each and every competitor tonight is going to start thinking of that in the back of their mind.
There has been some talk about Cup season, Sam Laterna, now that you mention it downstairs in the locker room. That's what the scuttlebutt was about. Once the temperature in the building gets to be 80 degrees next month in the Westbrook Guard Armory, I assure you, we'll be thinking about the Cup. Gotta believe that we're going to have some qualifying matches, perhaps, starting in May for this August.
So what you're saying is everyone should show out tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
So that they could potentially be in contention for those opportunities.
I don't have to tell them. Everybody that comes through Limitless Wrestling shows out every night they step into that ring.
Oh, yeah, and this is a locker room with a pretty good vibe all in all. Obviously, there's lines drawn in certain places, but VLC season's no joke.
Absolutely.
Oh,
beautiful
maneuver.
Nicely done. That could be it. Only 2, says Eric Greenleaf. Once again, on the shotgun-style dropkick from Maggie Lee, landing flush. Gonna have to.
Whoa! Straight to the back
part
of the
town.
neck. Brooke ricocheting right into the rope. Hope she's okay.
I'm saying Maggie Lee gonna use that height advantage to her advantage. That's kind of the point. Kneading dough there. Trapezius hold. You can tell she's trained by some veterans, not just Seth Rollins, a man who does not get enough credit. Mr. Merrick Brave, a standout for the IWA Mid-South promotion, and a cup of coffee at Full Impact Pro. But Merrick Brave known up and down throughout the Midwest. Just as much as Seth Rollins, your night one of WrestleMania main event victor. No big deal.
No biggie. That's her trainer.
But that is the pedigree of that young lady.
But in the same token, I mean, Brooke Havok, trained by Cody Rhodes himself, first female graduate of the Nightmare Factory.
Yeah, but he didn't win his match at WrestleMania.
Touche. But this is
neither
about the
here nor
ladies,
there,
Troy.
Sam. I apologize.
And now Brooke Havok gaining some momentum here. 2 jawbreakers. Big slug to the chest of Maggie Lee. Tries to fight back, but Brooke had her scouted there.
Tries for that snapmare right into the knee. And then right there with a neck breaker. Gonna try to take advantage here. Look at this beat. That look for a moonsault breath. Turns it. Somersault. Cover. Good part of town. Only 2. Only 2, says Eric Greenleaf.
Brooke Havok
has to shake the cobwebs here.
Yeah, I don't think she knows where she is.
Your reverse DDT could be looking for a slop drop style maneuver.
Using those long legs to kick Brooke Havok, ricochet her. That looks devastating.
Nicely done, Maggie Lee. That's got to be it. 2. Only 2. Right in the nick of time, Brooke Havok kicks out.
And Maggie wasting no time, like white on rice, going straight for that pin.
I'm biting her fingers. Oh, come on. Taking advantage, no wasted movement. Sam Laterna, the fingers were there, she just bit them. And why not, I suppose? You got 5 seconds. Referee's discretion always in play. Elbows. Brooke Havok escapes. Takes her out. Checks the chin with the kick. Rolls through it. Wait a Maggie Lee. Nicely done! Unorthodox way of getting into the DDT, but that's going to plant her in the center of the ring.
Kicking out just in the nick of time, Troy.
What a unique way to employ that tornado-style DDT. Shame on Maggie Lee for having the strength to hold her up there. It might have been better to have just dropped her.
Yeah, for a moment I thought that was going to be a reversal.
Forearm from Brooke Havok and the chop. Crowd letting both ladies hear it.
Donkey kick right to the leg of Brooke Havok. Off the ropes goes Maggie Lee. Oh my gosh,
that knee trembler. I think I saw like a nose ring fly out or something, maybe gum, I don't know. Fireman's carry position, Maggie Lee.
Square in the center.
Once again, I think she got her this time. Only 2 again. Excellent effort so far from Brooke Havok, and Maggie Lee's gonna have to figure this out.
The look of disbelief on her face. What is Maggie Lee going to have to do, you think, Troy, in order to get this much-needed victory tonight?
I don't know. Perhaps cheat like she did to defeat Becca.
Well, you know, she
Not that
she
Becca
certainly
wouldn't
could.
have done the same thing in her position, probably.
I think a hard-earned victory is always best. And it
Coming
looks
through
like
that
Brooke
sunset
Havok,
flip.
trying to close in on that.
Holds on, gets it.
What?
Cover, 2.
Come on.
Wait, what did I say? That's what she's going to have to do.
So obvious.
Havok rolls through, deep. That's only 2. Back and forth, Sam Laterna. Drives the knee.
The explosiveness of Brooke Havok. She's really feeling it tonight.
For the 3rd time.
Wheelbarrow. Oh, no.
Oh, nowhere for her to go. Crushes her. Maggie Lee victorious.
Here's your winner, Maggie Lee.
See, she didn't have to cheat. That was a hard-earned victory at the expense of Brooke Havok.
Yeah, 100% in the closing moments of the match. Brooke Havok took a chance, and it wound up backfiring on her. Patented Maggie Lee with that finisher, and a much-needed victory in the bag for Lee.
I'm sure that we're going to see more of Brooke Havok. They say West Coast, best coast. I got to believe that she's going to come out where the best independent wrestlers show out.
Well, welcome
Limitless
to the
wrestling.
East Coast. We call it the Beast Coast.
Yes, for good reason.
I have a feeling we're not going to hear the end about this victory from Maggie Lee for a long time.
She's got to stack them, Sam Laterna. With a lot of talented women. Here we have Gabby Forza, Becca, Kylie Ray comes through. The list goes on and on. She wants to cement herself as the top woman in Limitless Wrestling. She's going to have to keep stacking those wins.
Maggie Lee, last year you debuted here in Limitless Wrestling with sadly a losing effort to Gabby Forza. But tonight you just achieved your second straight victory here. You must feel on top of the world. What's going through your mind right now?
What is going through my mind right now? I just had my second win here at Limitless, and you want to come talk to me about Gabby? Why the hell is everything around here about Gabby? I just got my second win. First, I beat Becca. Then, I beat Brooke Havok in her debut, and you want to come find me and talk to me about Gabby. Take your microphone and come find me when you're ready to talk about Maggie Lee, all right?